Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of London's Original with Fulham. Now, if you are enjoying the series so far, do drop a like on the video. Not for me, it's for YouTube's algorithm. I hate saying that, but it's true. Right, so this series has been kind of a test of the new editing style. A lot of you seem to be responding really nicely to it, which is it's really, really nice to see. It's a lot of work, but I think it makes better videos, frankly, and that's kind of fun. However, I do feel, and some people have pointed this out, that I'm not actually showing enough of the games, highlights and stuff of the games, or not just goals, and that is a problem for me. So what we're going to try in this episode is, instead of doing the 3 league games and a cup game, because that's what we've been doing so far, we're just going to do the 3 league games, even though there are actually 4 league games this month, no cup games. And I just want to see if having one less game can just give us a little bit more time to spend on that sort of stuff whilst keeping the videos tightly edited in the way that I want. So that's the plan anyway. We'll see how this works out. But I've been doing some more digging into the squad, and I do like that these views now actually do display the stats from all competitions. My God, it's about time this finally happened. I was complaining about this so much last year. There probably was a way to do it. I didn't know it. That's basically the simple situation. These squad stats now display for all competition, which can be a bit confusing at times, but if you read them in the right way, it can be very, very important to see who's doing well and who isn't. For example, looking at chance creation, Tom Kearney is still top of the pops on that one. Passing is not amazing for him, to be honest, but it's also good to see that Stefan Johansson is our top assister in the team with 4 assists. So that's noteworthy, at least. What's also worth noting is that Mitrovic has a 44% headers won ratio, which is very low for a guy who prides himself on winning a lot of headers. It's also made me realise just how important Joe Bryan is. He has a 20% cross completion ratio when no one else on our team even comes close to that from those positions. Christie on 11, Lamarchon on 8, Fosu-Mensah on 6. Bryan is the man for crosses, hopefully anyway, and when he's back fit and playing well, that should work for us pretty nicely. Now, of course, as a result of the last episode you would have seen, which would have been us getting hammered for an entire month, we had lots of suggestions, things like going back to default tactics, all that sort of stuff. Never going to happen. What's the point in using the game's built-in tactics when we can build stuff ourselves? It takes half the fun away from playing FM if you just use the built-in tactics. I'd much rather build something myself that actually works, and as you can see from the results we had in the last episode, I think we're actually starting to see some of those results now, which is awesome. And that's the best part. I want to emulate how Fulham play in real life. Well, at least you're achieving that. Yep, and I am very proud of that. Maybe it's time to bring back the Christmas Tree of Doom. We don't speak of the Christmas Tree of Doom. At least not yet, anyway. That will be coming back, but that'll be coming back without Castle icons if I can find a way to make that work in the new tactics engine. And I will be trying, believe me. Now, annoyingly, as we played first, other teams around us have had a chance to win matches, and West Ham, I believe, were one of them that actually managed to do that. Bit annoying, as it does drop us back into the relegation places, but we're at least now within touching distance of the other teams around us, and a good run of form, if we can actually get one, will at least push us up the league. But today it's Chelsea, and I am taking over things in training much more regularly, and I think that's definitely had a help for us as well, because we've got Cardiff City away after the Chelsea game, and that's massive. We win that, and it puts a real cushion, hopefully, between us and Cardiff. As long as it doesn't go like it did in real life. Also, Troy Deeney's top scorer in the Premier League. How about that, Watford fans? This is where problems in the relegation fight happen. Wolves have beaten Liverpool by 1-0, which is really going to help us. Hopefully, Southampton don't take anything from the Spurs game. 5-1, they've been thumped. That's fine by me. West Ham are our main rivals for that spot at the moment. We need a win to keep ourselves in touch with the others. Cardiff are playing West Ham as well today. This is not good. We've kind of needed a draw there. West Ham have won 3-0. And that is the last thing that we needed right now, is the teams around us winning games comfortably. Cardiff and Southampton looking dead in the water does help us, but we need to be that final safety. So that's what we're going to go with for today. Mitrovic, Schürrle, Kearney, Vietto, Johansson, Seri, Bryan, Mawson, Chambers, Fosu-Mensah, and Rico in goal. Do we go with Schürrle or Cess? Cess has actually probably played better. I'm going to give Cess a start today. Plus, he's got that link with Bryan, which could be useful. It's Chelsea anyway. We're not expecting anything from the game. On the bench, Bettinelli, Ream, Aite, Schürrle, Lamarchon, Zambo Anguissa, and Abubakar Kamara, who may have scored goals, but they've all been in the cup, and in the league he's looked completely out of his depth. The team at least do seem to be more on my side in these team talks and stuff now, which helps, and the dynamics have definitely improved. I'm going to go defensive from the start here because it is Chelsea away from home. Anything we take from this game would be an absolute miracle for us, frankly. My main plan, just don't get beaten too badly, really. As I'm bringing it forward, goes round 1, goes round 2, and very nearly puts it straight in. God, he's good. I promise you, I wanted to show you more highlights of stuff happening in this game, but... oh, for goodness sake. But there's been very little actually happening. It's just Chelsea taking shots from range, and now they're about to score a penalty. Aiden, oh, saved by Sergio Rico, and that's another penalty save, and at half-time it's 0-0. We've got to half-time at 0-0. That's something. So I left Mitrovic on the bloody advanced forward one and not target man. I might move him to a complete forward for the second half. I'm still debating Mitrovic's position, whether it be complete forward or target man at the moment. And I'm an idiot who forgot to put Cyrus Christie on the bench, which means we can't actually get Fosu-Mensah off despite him having an absolute mare out there. Kovacic. Willian. Don't let him come all the way through. Oh, what? How? Chelsea have the lead here. It was a matter of time, I suppose, but it is still only 1-0. But it's the way the goal was scored. Willian just picks it up in the centre of midfield, just runs directly at our defence into a cloud of players, and he's just somehow able to get all the way through. And then, oh, dearie me. I hate seeing goals like that, but there it is, 1-0 Chelsea. Annoying. Okay, we're going to make some subs here because it's not really working out for us at the moment. Vietto's not been great so far. I might get a Yite on the right, Zambo into the middle, and we'll save the other sub for now. Please don't let one in from a corner straight away, guys. Willian's header. Oh, good clearance. Right, Fosu Mensah, look long for Mitrovic. What are you doing? Maybe Mitrovic is a target man on support. Hit some early crosses instead. Just get stuff on his head. 13 minutes to go. We're going to go positive for the final few moments of this match. I'm also going to get Schürrle on for Cess. Joe Bryan's actually had an amazing game for us so far. An 8.4 he's currently on. Willian. It's going to be like a 1-0 defeat, isn't it? Creatively, we've just not really been there today. Defensively, we've actually been pretty solid for the most part. Still allow some chances, really, but it's a lot better than it was. It's only a 1-0 defeat to Chelsea, which is pretty damn solid. Chelsea won, Fulham 0. It sucks, but this is not the games that you stay up or go down based on how you do, really. Joe Bryan, man of the match for us. That is sensational from him. Players actually liked the post-match comments. That's surprising. So, match day against Cardiff. Southampton hosting Man City first. I'd like a nice Southampton defeat in there if we can to keep them below us. We don't want any funny business going on here, guys. A 0-0 draw. Of course it is. That does still keep them below us, but it's a point I'd rather they didn't have. Today is must win. And then with Wolves and West Ham coming up soon as well, we need to get points on the board and fast. A win today would do wonders for us. It would push us on to 10 points, keep us within touching distance, and also move us very much clear of Southampton and Cardiff below us, which is really important. We are the favourites for once. I'm content to go with the same lineup as played, except we are going to be moving Mitrovic from that role into a target man on support or attack. No, we'll leave him on attack, actually. Hopefully, Bryan can play as well as he did against Chelsea, get some good crosses in, and Mitrovic could finally do something up front for us here, or Kenny, or somebody. We're probably going to go to positive once we get into the game, because we are the home side. We need to assert ourselves on this one and find ourselves another win. A win here is massively important. Right, let's have this. You've seen the starting 11 on the bench. Bettinelli, Ream, Aite, Schürrle, Lamarchon, and Gisa and Kamara, although actually I'm tempted to start Christie over Fosu Mensah, just because he's... Oh, actually, Fosu Mensah's done okay. We'll leave Tim in for now, but we want really a player like Bryan on both wings. Players seem pretty fired up. It's nice. Just going to switch to positive. Right, let's have this. And once again, the league table has been turned off. I don't understand why the league table keeps getting turned off. This is one of these games where I feel like it's going to be similar to the Palace one, in that we're probably going to have a fair amount of the ball, and we need to make sure that we utilise it well. Camarasa, careful. Get out to him. Oh my god, how did that even allow to happen? Or will it bring it forward? Johansson with a big tackle. Oh god, Zahor's through. Oh god. We make the tackle and it just yet again falls straight into the path of another player, and now we trail at home to Cardiff. We've not been good at all today. It's the way Hoylett's running through the middle here. Nobody tackles him. Eventually Johansson does, and it just slips straight through to Kenneth Zahor. It's an amazing goal. But yet again, those tackles that the ball just goes straight through to the opponent. Because Cardiff don't have an attacking midfielder, so there's no one in to sit in that role, really. Oh, my lord. It's 2-0. I mean, I don't know how we could be playing so badly all of a sudden. Against Chelsea, we actually looked pretty solid. Home against bottom of the... Well, not quite bottom of the table, Cardiff. And then... It's like real life. It's like real life. Except this was at least away from home. Honestly, it's goddamn embarrassing how this has gone like that. Turning off ball into the box. Let's get some overlaps. I mean, this could very well be the worst performance we've had on this entire save so far. An absolutely massive winnable game that we prepared for with big match training and everything, and it's just gone tits up straight out the window. My god. Right, let's get them G'd up. I don't think it's going to make any difference. We look completely out of ideas. I mean, what is that? And now Alfie Mawson's picked up an injury too, which is just excellent. So we're going to get... which side is Mawson on? We'll get Lamarchon on for him. I'm going to get Aite on for Kearney in that middle spot. He did all right in the cut, but I'm just... I have no words. We've turned up and played like absolute shite, basically, in a game that was crucial. We're going to go very attacking for the final 15 minutes of this match, but it's not going to make any difference. Right, go on. Why are all passes out of the defence just never going to the player anymore? They just don't ever seem to go to the correct player. Penalty? For what? I didn't even see how there could possibly have been a penalty in there, but apparently there is, and Cardiff are now 3-0 up. I mean, Schürrle, right, use the overlap. There we go, Vietto, ball in. Ball in. Any time now, they just will not cross the ball. It just feels like sometimes you come into these games, and this was kind of like this against Everton as well, where the players just aren't doing what the instructions are saying they're supposed to do. Even when they're completely unimpinged. Really strange. 3-0 to Cardiff. They thoroughly deserve the win. What on earth was that? Oh, and Alfie Mawson broke his ankle. I don't know if you wanted some insult to add to the injury, or in this case, an injury to add to the injury. But Alfie Mawson's going to be out for 3 months now, so that is brilliant. So one thing we didn't need was more defensive injuries. We've got an international break now, which they can go away and think about what they've done, basically. Okay, the players are unhappy and seem to believe that wasn't a poor performance. But if it says they're going to prove him wrong, then why is this a negative reaction? I'm going to move Mitrovic back to being a complete forward on attack, though, because I think when he's a target man, he just doesn't win enough headers to be a target man. Every time Maxime Le Marchand wants playing time, I just come and talk to him, and before I actually have a chance to say anything, he's like, no, it's fine, boss. I get it. Also, since it's the international break, I've offered to give Seri, Johansson, and Fosu Mensah a rest since we've got this week, and we can avoid, maybe they'll just train a bit lighter. I don't really know how that works. Joe Bryan got a Scotland cap. Nice. Damn right. So Kevin McDonald doesn't agree with me that he's been training bad and actually wants to have a fight about it. Mate, 5.6. It's not good, is it? Okay, so things are all right for the teams around us there. Cardiff lost, Southampton lost, Huddersfield lost, Bournemouth, although they're doing quite well as well, they also lost. We need a West Ham loss to Liverpool now to really keep us in the hunt. And they did at least do that. So a win today would push us back into the mix again and drag Wolves a little bit closer to us. But I don't know, it's getting pretty tight down there. I just want to be a part of the conversation, really, about staying up. And Leicester have suddenly started slipping too. Right, this is massive. Avoid defeat here at all costs. We're just going to sit. We're not going to try and be too positive. We're just going to try and do what we did against Huddersfield and Palace and try and scrape something out. That's the plan anyway. Right, so obviously Alfie Mawson, can he play? Which means, oh my god, who do we put in there? I'm actually thinking Tim Ream because he's better as a ball-playing defender, and that's kind of what we need him for. I'm happy to go with the same lineup. Ryan Sessegnon could apparently do with a rest. I know that, but Seri at least has had a bit of a rest now and is looking a bit more fresh. Maybe we'll start Schürrle instead of Sessegnon then. Seri is slowly getting used to his role in this team now. Hopefully we'll get there soon. I might actually turn Vietto onto an attack-based winger because we've got the support of Seri over on that side as well. And I want to try and get into some places. So that's what we're going to go with. Fabrizio Le Marchand, Anguissa, Ayite, Christie, McDonald, and Santos. We're going to go Christie, actually, in the team instead of Fosu Mensah for this one. Oh, God, they're playing a weird-ass team. Ooh. So the defenders seem to like my pre-match talk. Everyone else, not so bothered. Oh, God, I'm worried about this one. I just want to avoid defeat in this game, but I feel like there might be something in this for us if we can play our cards right, really. Like, it has to take lucky goals, basically, to get us anything. Or Vietto, go on, son. Drive at him. There we go. Go on, ball in now. Ball in. Oh. Manages to find everybody except, clips the top crossbar. So far, actually, we're having a lot more shots than Wolves. This feels like the type of game that we could nick if we could just get an opportunity. Absolutely no highlights other than that one shot in the first half. My assistant reckons we should try and hit early crosses. It just doesn't seem to ever work when we do that. But maybe we should give it a crack for the second half. 0-0 at half-time is a good platform to build from. We've limited Wolves to basically nothing, but we need to take our chance if we get one in this second period. And now Cyrus Christie's injured. Thankfully, we've got Tim, so we're all right. Oh, screw it. He's been properly vociferously asking me to go direct. Now watch Wolves immediately score with their first shot on target. Helder Costa. Ball in. Oh my god. Oh, come on! It's another penalty! In a game that we've probably been the better side, and Moutinho steps up for Wolves and scores. And Rico, it's right at him. And now we're going to lose to Wolves as well. I mean, this is just getting ridiculous now. We played all right today. It's right there! What are you doing? Oh my god, just stick my hand down. Right, we're going to have to go on to positive now. Actually, probably going to have to go on to attacking rather than positive. Ayite is probably better on the right, to be honest. We'll get Johansson off for Anguissa as well. Ball in. Good tackle. Right, okay, this is getting stupid now. Helder Costa managed to run through my number 23. Let's just take a look at this on the replay. Because I don't know what more I can do to make him not do this. Right, watch the number 23 at the back post when this ball comes across. He's just standing there! What are you doing? What is there an instruction that means be a professional footballer? Can we turn that on? We really should turn that on. Everything's gone back to how it was before, even though we're playing the same system. Oh my god, it's 2-0 to Wolves. We're going down. At this rate, we are going down. It was all going so well, or reasonably well, but we didn't create anything. We had one chance that was on a highlight, and that was that hitting the bar. Nothing. Due to the way things were going, I was actually going to try and push on and do another game in this episode anyway, because it hasn't taken me that long to get here. But I honestly don't want to right now, purely because I want to have a look at some stats off camera and try to figure out what on earth has changed since the last episode. I mean, maybe we were just lucky against Palace and Huddersfield, but it honestly didn't feel like it. We kept 2 clean sheets, we scored some goals, and we're starting to look a little bit more bright. We looked decent against Chelsea defensively, bit unlucky there. But then after that, against Wolves and Cardiff, it's just gone to shit again. Now, obviously, December is not going to be one episode because there's so many damn games in there. And we've got a tough old run of Man United and Liverpool in there too. But we've also got Brighton, Watford, Burnley, Leicester, and Southampton. Those are all games that are potential. And after that as well, Newcastle and Bournemouth. We're on a massive run now of games that we could take points from. Every single one of those games is a game that we could take 1 or 3 points from in theory. And if we could take a few of those, and it would take points off the teams around us, and that's what we kind of need to do. So if you have enjoyed this episode, in spite of it all going back to crap again with us not being able to score a single goal, then do drop a like on the video to see me suffer some more. And I will join you guys in the next episode for, I don't even know what we're going to end up doing. West Ham, obviously, and probably big games against Liverpool, Man United. We'll probably put the Brighton one in there as well, because the Liverpool, Man United ones, you kind of know where those games are going to go, don't you? I'm going to try and look at some stats and figure something out, but I thought we'd kind of cracked it. But no, game had other ideas. Anyway, I'll see you guys soon. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.